Liverpool, do you take Crystal Palace as your lawfully wedded husband to love and to cherish in sickness and in health, in pain and in joy, till unapai? Oh my, this is a wedding, man. This is a wedding. Crystal Palace, 𝐤𝐤𝐬𝐭. What did Liverpool do now? Oliver Glasner, what's up? Like, what did an slot do to you? Why are you so angry? Anytime you see an slot, all your body go rise. All your body go rise. And it's very, very painful. Very, very painful to Liverpool fans watching their team lose like this in the EFL Cup. It is very, very painful. Imagine after spending that amount of money in the transfer window, you spent the most amount of money in the transfer window. Everybody expected Liverpool to be, a team that everybody will be scared of. Like, everybody expected Liverpool to be a team that, as they see Liverpool, they come, fear won't finish you. But you spend all those money, and this is it. This is what that money can give you. Over 500 million pounds, I mean 500 million euros. This is what it can give you. Come on, come off it, come off it. How can you not spend money, win the league title, then you now spend money, then you can no longer manage the players that you spent money to sign? And what was the plan? Like, why resting the entire squad? FA Cup never starts. You see the group phase of, Champions League, right? You're not really doing wonderfully well in the Premier League. So what is the point of resting the entire squad? Anyways, congratulations to Crystal Palace. Let's not take away anything from them. Crystal Palace have been very, very good, especially against Liverpool. Well played. Another game where, they came and they had a plan. And they understood the plan. Contain, counter-attack, score your goals, contain again. Right? They allow Liverpool to play. Sometimes they allow them to, get the ball. But, when it was time to finish, they made sure that they finished the job. And Crystal Palace is a very, very good team when it comes to defending, when it comes to containing. They almost held Arsenal to a draw in the last game. So they are a very, very solid team in terms of defending. And I expected an slot to know that and at least, provide players that can create. Arsenal, these guys are going, they are just flying, man. They are just flying. Today, Arsenal changed the entire squad, but nobody noticed. Arsenal changed the entire 11 was changed, but nobody noticed. I think it was only 𝐤𝐵 that started. That was a starter in the 11. Nobody noticed. That's what they call squad depth. Hincapie, Mosquera, Lewis Kelly, Ben White. You have Norgard in the midfield, right? 8 and 180. Just look at ballers. Ballers just full everywhere. Arsenal really invested very, very well. Like, Arsenal is the team that took their time to plan this season. They really, really planned for this season. And kudos to them. I'm so happy for them. Anytime they score you a goal, it's as if they know that the match is over. They just change the gear and then they just contain and make sure that, you don't get anything out of it. And you can clearly see they can score you from open play. They don't only score from set pieces. It's just that if you sit deep, if you say, man, you go lock post, that's okay. Now, since you want lock post, we go use set piece, score you. But if you come and say you want play ball with us, no problem. We go use open play, score you. So whichever way you go, Arsenal, they there. Well done to them. Manchester City 3-1 against Swansea. This was a match I expected Man City to win, to be very, very sincere, right? But the way they started the game, I'm celebrating this 3-1 win. I expected Man City to put us Swansea, but the way they started that first half was very, very poor. Until after they conceded, that's when they started playing. And, they got back into the groove of the game. I'm so happy for Ryan Cherki. Came back from injury and immediately back on the score sheet. Right? That's a sign that, he's a player that Manchester City really needs to get working. Once Man City can get Ryan Cherki working effectively in that midfield, they have a player that can now create, that can score goals from the midfield. Because Man City needs goals from other places. Also very happy to see that Omar Mamouche is back from injury. Because Erling Haaland needs help in terms of goal scoring. So a very good outing for the players who were injured. Even Kusanov, very, very good outing. I'm happy to see that Man City has won this game. I hope that this can give them, momentum in the coming games.